The games are continuing to come thick and fast for Bristol City, and after Tuesday's home win against Preston, we'll be looking to replicate that today as we take on Millwall here at BS3. Today, we've got the access all areas passed, so let's head pitch side, let's head around the ground, see what's going on and see what the fans are thinking ahead of today's game. Rich, we last spoke before the QPR game at the start of the month. We were talking about how busy the October month was going to be for Bristol City, and it's obviously shown that.
Yeah, this game's come thick and fast. I feel like I'm here every other day at the moment. Another game midweek at West Brom and then Reading away after that. So yeah, thick and fast and good time to build momentum.
Yeah, especially coming off a good win on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was an important win, wasn't it? Really, coming into that game off the back of five defeats, but I think it was the manner of the way that they lost against Birmingham that they really needed a reaction. And I don't think it was a vintage performance by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a dogged performance, and you know the players showed real character, especially coming back and picking up the 3 points after conceding with 8 minutes to play.
And obviously, after today, we got 2 tough away games at West Brom and Reading in the space of 4 or 5 days. So another win today will be perfect heading into those 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got to really try and win your home games, haven't you? You know, City's defensive record away from home is a little bit ropey at the moment, to say the least, and they've got to try and get the strikers firing again. I think it's 3.5 games now where they haven't really scored, but they've set such a high bar, haven't they, that everyone kind of expects them to score every time they go forward at the moment. So they need some other goals around areas of the pitch, I think, and today's important to try and get 3 points. Millwall haven't won away from home all season, so yeah, good opportunity today, and heading into West Brom, obviously without a manager at the moment. They might get a new one in for Tuesday. That's going to be a difficult game.
Talking about their managerial situation, really good odds of them getting Gary Rowett from obviously Millwall, who are playing today. Do you think that will be playing in the back of obviously the Millwall players and also the fans might turn into this one?
Oh, it's a tricky one, really. I don't know how, you know, with these bookies odds, you never really know how, if it's just one fan who's just lumped on Gary Rowett to get the job. You know what you're getting with Gary Rowett, I think, is that he keeps his teams organised. He didn't have a very successful time at Stoke and then went over to Millwall. He's a solid Championship manager, but whether it has an impact on today's performance, it's really difficult to say, to be honest. I don't think either way, if he was going to take the job, I don't think that would affect their performance. I don't think Gary Rowett would allow them to do that either.
And can I push for a prediction today?
Oh, it's a difficult one. I'm going to say 2-0. Optimistic.
Hey! Hello. All right, lads. Go guys. Good, thank you. Hi guys. How you doing? All right?
And I mean, the first 20 minutes we played some good football. We looked assured on the ball. We looked quite confident on the ball. We looked good going forwards, but it's looking a bit iffy at the back. We got punished at half time, which unfortunately had been coming. I think we'd given them 3 or 4 headers inside the box and the players were unmarked. It's kid stuff. It's kid stuff. When you got a player, you stick with that man. Don't let him go free. When they miss the first header, the players are marked. You learn from it. We've got to learn, and it unfortunately made that same mistake again. But it's a lot better than last week. We are still in this game. No excuses. We've got to be taking at least a point out of this game. No excuses whatsoever.
I was just about to say, unlike last week, there's only 1 goal this week, so we've still got a chance.
Yeah, we've still got a chance. I think we've got options still on the bench. Maybe we need to look at bringing off De Silva and bringing Pring on. He's made a few errors this half. I think the biggest issue with this is, again, we're starting to play a long ball. It doesn't work. We haven't got the height. We're a very small side. Millwall are physical. Got some big lads. Get the ball down and play. We play our best stuff when it's on the deck. But, it's not over yet. We're still in this game. Let's hope for another positive 45 and hopefully we can get something out of this.